Banter fam, welcome back. It's Crypto Man Ran again, and I am coming to you for the third time today with a very, very, very special show. Today, we are going to be looking at what has caused this green candle on the Sandbox. And we're doing this in our very, very, very new show. This new show is called In the Game. And this show is all about showing you guys how to invest in games and in assets in games. It's going to be a huge show, and I'm joined here by my mate Hustle. Hustle, welcome back, buddy.
How you doing, Rand? I'm glad to be back. Glad that
Ooh, I don't hear you. Whoa, why don't I hear you? Hold on. I don't hear Hustle. Do you hear Hustle? Luke, do you hear Hustle?
I hear him.
I don't hear you guys. So let me try and hear you guys. Hold on a second. Okay, now I can hear you guys. Now I should be able to hear you guys.
Cool.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Hustle. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. So good to have you as part of the Banter fam, talking everything gaming on a new show called In the Game.
Man, I'm super excited. A pleasure to be speaking with you and talking coins, talking projects with you, Rand, as always. And yeah, honored to be here, man. I'm really happy to be a part of the fam and just bring the value to the community as much as possible.
Amazing. So let's get this big show on the road. What do you say?
I'm absolutely ready. Let's go ahead and get into it. How do I share my screen?
Lukey. Alrighty, Banter fam, welcome back. If you're new to our channel, subscribe to our channel. If you've been here for a while, well, you know what to do. Like this video, and let's get this show on the road. On the show, we're going to be walking you through the world of metaverses, of NFT gaming. And we're going to show you what the best games are to invest in, what the best assets in the games are to invest in, what we look for when we invest in gaming tokens. We're going to teach you how to fish, like everything that we do at Banter. And the best part of it all is that when you walk away from here, you guys are going to be gaming experts. And you're going to be able to make life-changing money in gaming. Sound good? If it does, let us know in the comments and subscribe to the channel, like this content. Jono, let's get the show on the road. And I think the best place to start is, let's pick up where we left last week, where we spoke last week. You showed us a whole lot of things that were going to happen on the market. Let's do a litmus test and see what actually happened.
Yeah, let me see if I can add my screen to the stream here. And let's move over to one of the first assets we talked about last week, and this was Ultra. And this was
I told you this one was overvalued. I told you it was too high, right?
Yeah. So I remember in the conversation, the disgust on your face when you saw the chart. It looked like it was pumped right here, right? And now it's literally almost 2x since we discussed it here on the show. And that's why, like, when you look at these market caps, it's so much more important than sometimes what the chart's telling you. Because if they're going to be distributing a bunch of studio games and a bunch of studios assets as far as in-game assets and distributing games and studios on their protocol, you can only see the adoption and the market cap that this is going to absorb. It's still about 3x under value of Gala Games too. So Ultra is one of the major players. It's pumped still, but the market cap has a long way to go. And that's what I really focus on here.
Let's take a step back for those people who are new to gaming and just discuss what is Ultra. What's the concept behind Ultra?
So Ultra, if you know what Steam is a computer app that basically distributes all the biggest actual AAA games and PC games on the web. So what Ultra is trying to do, they are trying to be the Steam of the blockchain. So Steam, the company, Valve, they actually banned NFT games, so they're not going to be distributing NFT play-to-earn games on their system, which in my opinion is a very ancient and prehistoric mindset. They don't understand the wave of in-game assets. So Ultra is going to be the go-to provider for any game that needs a little bit of a marketing boost, that needs a launch. Some of these games won't be able to build like a complete game protocol on their website to be able to distribute and run these games, and that's right where Ultra comes in.
Okay, so effectively what you're saying is gamers go to certain portals or certain hubs to get games, and the traditional portals or hubs are now, or the biggest ones, which is one of them is Steam, is not supporting NFT games. And so what the crypto community has decided to do is to say, well, we don't actually need these hubs. We'll create our own hubs for NFT gaming, and the one of the hubs is called Ultra. So I guess then the best thing to ask is, what games are already on Ultra, or why is the market pricing Ultra so highly? Because it's obviously anticipating that Ultra is going to have a whole lot of games launching on it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They already have the Walking Dead series, publisher series for the Walking Dead games on their platform. And every single day, they are literally announcing new platforms. A chaotic hand-drawn where you resist or embrace ancient eldritch powers will be available on Ultra Games. Survive the Perish Worlds of Penumbra will be available on Ultra Games. They're making these announcements nearly every single day. And they actually just made a big deal here with Plugin Digital, one of the bigger indie game providers across PC, as well as a big French studio here, Microids, and their Black Sad game as well. This is a big one in France, is what the real discussion is behind this game. And international impact is a lot bigger than just one scale demographic. So I like that a lot.
How does a platform like Ultra make its money? What are the tokenomics? How do these platforms actually make money?
Yeah, so Ultra, what they're going to be doing, basically, developers need help whenever they're launching a game. Developers are going to need to have some assistance to get some not only marketing capability behind their game, but some support from a system that has their back. So what Ultra does for developers will be able to make a deal with Ultra to be able to distribute on their platform. But Ultra also provides kickbacks to developers on their platform. So not only whenever they do the initial sale of their game, they get them a little bit of a cut from the sale like a normal gaming company would. Just like in the NFT marketplace, you're going to be able to sell your games through Ultra, and the secondhand sale also goes a percentage to the developers. So the developers get major incentives, where in this market right now, if you go to GameStop and sell your game, your Call of Duty game, Activision isn't making money on that, right? You only make money on the first sale. So they're incentivizing developers to build on Ultra.
Okay, and then I'm assuming that the Ultra token is a sort of governance token, and also that they use some percentage of their revenue to buy back and burn tokens at some point?
Yeah, so Ultra is just a utility token of the entirety of the platform. And my understanding is eventually you're actually going to be able to utilize the UOS token throughout the whole interoperability of Ultra's actual app.
Okay, now as far as competitors to Ultra go, so you've got Ultra as one of these gaming hubs. Who are the biggest competitors to Ultra that you see in NFT gaming?
So I would say the biggest competitors right now, and this is indirect, so these platforms focus on other things, but they are also building a gaming hub to distribute games. Gala Games, for example, Gala Games is accepting projects to come and pitch to launch on their game platform, and they're launching 5 games of their own, but they do have basically a game distribution platform of their own. So they will allow games to come negotiate for that. And then Phantasma, another project that I'm very into. They have a
before we get into Phantasma, I've been watching Gala Games, and I would say that this is one of the most aggressive runs that I've ever seen in my entire life, even in crypto. I mean, what the hell is this? On the 5th of September, this token was trading at 2 cents. It is now trading at 40 cents. What happened here?
It's September. It was at 2 cents. Gala's just having a lot of good updates. They actually have a game launching very soon that's really picking up a lot of steam. It's kind of like Farmville. It's called Townstar. And then also their future game that they're really waiting on launching is called Mirandus. Mirandus is going to be a big studio game. It's really taken a lot of storm. Another one there, Spider Tanks. That one's got a lot of hype behind it. Gala has a lot going for it. Beyond just being a gaming studio, they have a lot of different integrations. They have a node economy as well, where a bunch of owners are running Gala nodes. And then they got a Coinbase listing on top of it. I think it just brought all the attention to it. And I think it all just kind of compounded at once. So
Gala Games is a gaming studio with a portal. And that's obviously different from Ultra, because Ultra is not actually a gaming studio, right?
Correct. Ultra is the more entertainment hub, the distribution provider for games. Correct.
Amazing. All right, cool. Let's go over to Phantasma. You wanted to show us something around Phantasma.
Yeah, Phantasma is one that is just super. This is a project that if you're into gaming and you're into the in-game asset side of things, this is one of the projects that is going to be one of the more essential keys of a lot of these games. It's a layer 1 blockchain built for gaming. It's going to be able to provide that interoperability between a marketplace the player and the asset. So what's basically, think about this. Let's say you have a sword in a game and you start your sword at a level 1. Let's say you mint an NFT asset at a level 1 sword. Let's say that you level it up through a game that you play that's a blockchain game that's running on Phantasma, for example, on their blockchain. You'll be able to level up your assets through the game and then trade your leveled up asset that has evolved and has not only been transacted as a level 1 asset to you, you'll be able to level it up, and it is a transitional NFT that you can then sell later at a different level. And this is what they would call a smart NFT.
Okay, so Phantasma is you're saying it's a blockchain, and it's almost a chain, but it's almost a connector between, should we say, all the games? Is that a good analogy?
Yeah, it's really, when you think of the foundation of what an in-game asset is going to be built behind, Phantasma is exactly that. They're powering in-game assets. Crypto gaming and play-to-earn gaming is nothing without the assets in the game, and the smart NFTs that Phantasma builds power that.
When you talk about assets in the game, does it mean that if I own an asset in one game, I can migrate the same asset to another game?
There's interesting concepts behind this, and there are games out there actually building cross-platform interoperable metaverses where, let's say, you could bring your Axie Infinity into a different world, a different metaverse that is being worked on.
All right, amazing. Now let's talk about the numbers behind Phantasma. So you say it's a blockchain. Let's look at the market cap. Let's look at the token price. Let's see whether there is actually value to buy this token.
Yeah, so right now it's actually, whenever I put together the agenda last night, this thing was a little bit below all-time highs, and now we're sitting above all-time highs. It's actually really pumped up here today, more so. And you see Phantasma here at new all-time highs. The big key here is the market cap, though. This is not something you're rushing to buy. You're not running to the exchange to buy this right now. The market cap and the diluted market cap, and I'll just refresh it so it refreshes, is the exact same. So there's no token unlocks. It's going to hold Phantasma down. And as a smart NFT layer 1 blockchain that's going to be powering a lot of metaverse and crypto gaming, I still see 3 to 5x potential for this long term, but not to buy right now.
I agree with you that it's probably not a good idea to buy it right now, and probably a good idea to wait for a pullback. But if I look at a $300 million market cap for a blockchain that is powering so many games, it doesn't sound that expensive. But I guess let's look at the performance of the game. Let's look at the performance of the game, the performance of the chain in the last, say, week or the last 2 weeks. Let's just look at the price performance.
Yeah, as far as the asset itself.
Yeah, the asset.
Yeah, so let's take a look at the last week. Just the last week, it was really consolidating around $1.80, $1.70, really in these ranges. And then this little narrative this week that picked back up with the Sandbox and a lot of these other crypto gaming coins that are going crazy. Here, like I said, yesterday, we were at $2.10. Today, we're at $2.90. And, this is just the beauty of crypto, right? I sent you this as like, it's going to be a good value time to get in. And today we're looking at it up 36%. And I love this project. I do think it's $1 billion future project.
Okay, what the fuck happened here?
So the crazy thing about the Sandbox, it really it's been pumping for a few weeks, and then it'll slow down. It'll kind of it'll slow a little bit down. And then they came out with their alpha release date that they will be launching their alpha game, which is basically the test of the Sandbox. And this thing just is on a moon mission. It's not stopping.
So, Sandbox is much more a metaverse than a game, or are they talking about a game in the metaverse, or?
Correct. It's basically all in one. It is a full-blown metaverse game.
Talk to me about the difference between how gamers see the difference between metaverses and games, because in crypto, it seems like the two are like really merging, right? Like you got this narrative of like metaverses and games kind of in one. Is life becoming a game? Is this where it's all going?
Yes and no. I would actually say that the amount of projects that are throwing metaverse on is actually a little bit cringy to me. I don't like every project calling their project a metaverse. I think pure metaverses are like, I don't know if you know Network, NETVRK. That is a metaverse. Yeah. They are building a full-blown metaverse. In my opinion, if you just go to like a single game, like Tethan Arena we talked about last week, for example, that is not a metaverse. This is not a metaverse. This is a game. So there's a big difference, in my opinion.
Let's talk about Tethan Arena. Tell us a little bit about Tethan Arena.
Yeah, as you see here, official launch in 2 days, 19 hours and 44 minutes. Last week, I teased that the launch date was around the corner. This one is coming out very, very soon. And they just came out with their new trailer, actually. And you can roll the trailer. It looks super good. And I'll just kind of leave this rolling while we're talking about it. This project here is pumping at the moment as well with the game release on the 27th. There could be a little bit of a news sell on the 27th, as a lot of games do sell off on release. But this is a battle royale similar to some of the best games in the entire world and most popular games in the world, like Fortnite, Warzone, Apex Legends, big time studio games. And this is built by Wolf Fun Game, who has built Hero Strike, which is an Editor's Choice Award on the Google Play Store with over 5,000 installs. So this is one of my favorite projects. And if you just compare this game to like Axie Infinity, which is an $8 billion market cap, there's no comparison, in my opinion, that this game is going to be 3 times better.
And what's the price today? What's the market cap today of Tethan Arena if we were to get into it?
So I brought you this one on the show last week at $9, and we're sitting here at $16.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You know, I'm in the process of trying to change my wife, so I'm making wife changing money. But you know what wife changing money means? It means that you make enough money that your wife changes and becomes nice to you. So that's wife changing money.
Absolutely. And the market cap is nearing $500 million. The market cap's almost doubled since last week. This thing is really picking up steam towards the game's launch. And the chart has just been kind of really consistent upward. It'll kind of consolidate in certain periods, like right here, but then it kind of builds for its next leg up. And this thing just keeps on going. In my opinion, this has the potential to catch up to Axie, or right now even Sandbox's market cap is $6 billion. It's still less than Axie Infinity. For this, that's a 15x from here. So if you're looking at market cap potential, then this probably has 10x plus potential. It is a better game than Axie Infinity. And as far as Axie goes, this is 20 times undervalue.
How do you know what a good game is? I mean, like when you look at these games, you're looking at best, you're looking at trailers. At best, you're looking at renders. And I must say, I think if I would have seen a render or a trailer of Axie, there's no way that I could have predicted that the game would have got such uptake. What is it, when you look at it, you're a gamer, when you look at the game, what tells you that this is going to be a good game and that another game is not going to be as good as this?
Yeah, I have a ideology when I invest in a game itself and not a utility project. I like to have what I call the pillars of what makes a good game. One of them is obviously going to be the gameplay. The gameplay needs to look good and it needs to look fun. Number 2 is the gameplay loop. It needs to be addicting. The gameplay needs to be more than fun. It needs to give you incentive to just jump back into another session. It's not good enough to have you just play one round at a time. They need to make it addicting to where you're going to not only play it once, but play it for recurring sessions and hours at a time. So the addictiveness, the way that the game looks, the gameplay, the team is obviously huge. Look at their experience. Do they have experience building games? Do they have AAA studio experience and like Electronic Arts, Ubisoft, some of those big gaming studios? And then you want to look at partners like Animoca Brands. I know you probably have heard of a million times. Animoca Brands backs winners in crypto gaming. So you want to look at partners. Illuvium's a big partner for a lot of really good projects right now. Illuvium's like really getting involved. Kieran over there is getting involved with a lot of these ground level projects. I mean, you look at the investors, partners, gameplay loop, the scope. What kind of audience is it? What kind of audience is it aiming at? If it's a first-person shooter, are they going to be able to captivate enough players to make their game worthwhile? So there's a lot of things you can look at.
Awesome. So when I look at the stuff that you showed us today, I kind of feel, what's the word? Late. I feel like we're late. Like I feel like buying Sandbox here is late. I feel like buying Tethan Arena here. I feel like I'm arriving at the nightclub very, very, very late. I'm arriving like 2 drinks before last round. Give me some early fresh ones. Obviously, they're a bit more risky. But I think that everybody here is looking at this and going, these are great, but they're $500 million market cap. They're $275 million market cap. The best investments are the ones where we take small investments and we make exponential returns. We know how risky they are. If that was the mindset of our audience, and our audience they're a bunch of fucking degens. That's pretty much what they are. I mean, this is our audience. This is them. It's degens. What would you recommend for degens?
So I got a couple projects under $30 million market cap. Pretty fresh.
Now you're talking my language. You're talking my language.
Pretty fresh projects here. We got NFT Champions, $22 million market cap, 77 cents right now. This is really looking to be like the blockchain of like the version of Pokemon. And you will be able to buy, train, and sell rare NFTs, win prize pools in online matches and tournaments. You will be able to earn passive stake rewards with the Champ token, land, and NFTs. And their NFT marketplace does go live on the 15th of December. And they do have listings coming up on several top 20 exchanges coming up in Q4. NFT marketplace, like I said, on the 15th of December, and it will be on both PC and mobile devices. And they already have some gameplay clips up that do look very sharp. Hope this doesn't blow out anyone's ears before I can turn the volume down. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. And as you see here, it literally looks just like Pokemon. They're gearing up for an attack. The animations behind the attack, you choose which character it does the attack animation. It's like a shadow attack. And it just looks exactly like Pokemon. And if you played Pokemon, you know the market that these type of games and the scope that these type of games can accomplish. And NFT Champions is definitely one of those games that at this low of a market cap, they're being marketed by Crowd Create as well, the same marketing campaign behind Star Atlas. Everything is super sharp about this project, and I love NFT Champions.
All right, so let's look at the numbers again. Market cap is
$22 million at this very time.
Okay, now this token, when was this token launched?
This one was launched in beginning of November. Yeah, beginning of November.
Okay. Any idea what the IDO price was on this? Like, it's now trading at 77 cents. I'm trying to get a feel for what 1 cent. So the original investors are up 77 times on their money. That said, it's still a $22 million market cap project. But the fully diluted market cap is about $750 million.
Yep. December 27th is the key date to watch. December 27th, there's a big token unlock. So keep your eyes on that.
So December 27th, big token unlock. You would be able to get this one cheap. MonkeyBall. We have been speaking about it a lot. We think it's a very, very, very cool game. We know the team that's developing it. Wondering from a gamer's point of view, a strict gamer's point of view, what are your thoughts on the MonkeyBall token, on the MonkeyBall game, and then potentially the MonkeyBall token?
Yeah, the MonkeyBall game, first and foremost, looks amazing. If you look across the blockchain, there's no sports games. There really isn't. There's all these play-to-earn, card-based, turn-based games, but there's no like action-packed, adrenaline-based actual soccer game or sports game on the blockchain that's worth playing. And MonkeyBall has that, and they're doing like a 3-on-3 style soccer, turn-based soccer game. The graphics look super sharp on the Solana blockchain. They can do team versus team and like player versus environment. I think everything about the project is super bullish, and I think that this is going to be played quite a bit because there is demand for sports games on the blockchain and just worldwide.
Let's have a look at the trailer for those people that haven't seen it. I mean, I must say, I'm not a gamer, but that to me looks like fire. That looks like a game that I would actually enjoy playing. Speaking of MonkeyBall, so the MonkeyBall is launching on Star Launch Launchpad. We're big supporters of Star Launch Launchpad. I know you're American, and so launchpads are a bit of a no-go area for you. But I found that I've got my best returns on gaming tokens through buying launchpad tokens.
Yeah.
And in particular, I've got 2 launch pads that have been really, really good to me. So the one is Seedify. I bought a whole lot of stuff on Seedify. Seedify, I've had amazing, amazing games. And I think if you look at their token price, you can see that the token price on Seedify, I'm quickly going to get it up first. has absolutely exploded. I think the token, we go, Seedify. The token price of Seedify absolutely exploded. And I must say, initially, I didn't get the value of why people would be willing to pay so much money for launchpad tokens. But what happens here is that these launchpads keep launching games, and the token gives you access to the platform. And so if you've got Seedify tokens, you stake them, and then you get potentially spaces in the IGO. And Seedify have had amazing results. And you can see it in their token price. I mean, their token price that's what the token price looks like. It's doubled in the last 30 days, or even more than doubled in the last 30 days. It hit about $14 earlier today. And they are having about 10 new game launches in December, I found out today. So that's a good one. Also, very good is GameFi. These guys are absolutely incredible. Every single one of the tokens that these guys touch turns to gold. I've never seen anything like it. So these are the up-and-coming IDOs that they've got. But let's look at what they've done in the past. So they did their own token, which has a 300x return from the IDO. They got Meta Wars, which did an 80x return, 77x return. They got D-Race, which is 60x return. They've got Shill, which is 60x return. So I'm starting to really get the value of the launch pads. And for me, there's GameFi sticks out, Red Kite sticks out, and Seedify stick out. What are your thoughts around this? And I know you're American, so I know it's a little bit of a gray area for you. I know that Americans can't really participate. I know that you all use VPNs. I'm not silly. I'm not stupid. I know all Americans use VPNs and get their friends in Africa to KYC for them. We know this. But hypothetically, if you were to invest in a launchpad, how do you view the launchpads? I know it's hypothetical because you're American. You would never do something like that. You would never use a NordVPN. It's impossible. You would never do that.
No, yeah. Only as straight arrow as it gets in this wild west that we call crypto. And in my opinion, launchpads are the best opportunity in all of crypto gaming. With the gains that these tokens are doing that are already in the billions of market, we're seeing what Sandbox is doing. So if these projects that have a lot of ambition and legitimate like utility and users that are going to be excited for it, these launchpads are the best way to get involved. I will tell you, if the USA restrictions were not against me, my money might be severely reallocated into some launchpads.
Wow, that is a big statement. You're welcome to relocate here to Cape Town. We've got amazing offices here. You can use a VPN and you can do KYC wherever you want in the world. We're allowed to invest in launchpads, and we do invest in launchpads. In fact, as I say, I think most of the money that I've made in gaming and in launchpads in gaming has been through the launchpads, and particularly GameFi, Seedify. Those guys are the ones where I've really made a lot of my money. Any other ones that we should look at before next week?
Yeah, I think that this one's worth discussing on this stream here because it's brand new. If you want to talk about a token,
Mark Cuban invested in this thing.
Absolutely, he did. Kart Racing League.
I remember. I read this.
Yeah, Kart Racing League. It just went live this week, and it's I guess it's going up as we're speaking here. So yeah, I don't know if someone's behind my browser here catching the calls, but this is one that
we have the worst community in the world. They'll front run you. They'll front run you to death. What you'll see this token tomorrow morning, man. You'll see this token tomorrow morning. We have a bunch of degens in our community.
Kart Racing League. I mean, beyond Mark Cuban investing, which he did invest in this project. I mean, it's just literally think about Mario Kart and the scale behind Mario Kart. They are bringing Mario Kart style gameplay right on the blockchain with exhilarating multiplayer online experience, play to earn blockchain rewards, and thousands of collectible NFT racers to choose from. And this is kind of like the gameplay trailer here. It literally looks like Mario Kart. It looks exactly like Mario Kart. Their NFT cars, they are having like their sales on those pretty soon, as well as the characters. This is one that I'm really on the lookout for and that I'm super optimistic on. I think this has a lot of adoption potential. And at $20 million market cap, this thing's really just getting going.
So $20 million market cap, when does the game actually launch?
They are actually coming out with their beta on Friday. You'll be able to test this game on Friday.
This is incredible. Let's quickly look at the numbers again. Market cap, see whether it's worth degenning into it.
Absolutely. Market cap right now is sitting at about $20 million. This just went live for public trading this week. As you see, it did take a little bit of a dip and then it did rise back up. And this is just small action here because it's just a brand new token. It's under 1,000 watch list here. I'm sure if I refreshed it and with the degens in here, it's okay. It's going up a little bit.
There we go. And look at the price. Look at the price. Look at the price from the Degen Banter community. You guys are such DJs. You are such DJs. I wish I would have bought some of this. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to buy some of this. Oh, my man. Anything else before we bring you back next week? And I mean, I guess that if the community want this show to be a regular show, let us know in the comments because I must say, I've had a lot of fun. I'm not a gamer, but I am investing in gaming tokens. And I must say, I've had a lot of fun. Let us know in the comments if you want this show regularly. If you want Hustle to be the gaming man on Crypto Banter, we can do a weekly show for you guys, maybe even twice a week. If you are a much more serious gamer, Hustle has his own channel. The description is in the link below. Follow him. If you go and follow him, go and explode his channel. Let's support people who help us build this channel.
I appreciate it, Ran.
Brother man, it's been so fucking fantastic. I've loved this. I guess we'll be back next week. And I think what we should do next week is maybe even play some games. Maybe you and I could have a game of something against one another, show people how the NFTs work, show people how to buy stuff. Let's bring the Banter community right into the game.
I'm absolutely in. And we have some game launches this weekend we could potentially take a look at and see if we can dig into.
Oh, wow. That sounds absolutely amazing. Hustle, you're a fucking legend. We'll see you again soon, my friend.
Likewise, Ran. I appreciate you.
Thanks. Wow. What a fun show.
That was awesome.
Serious L for those coins, man. I can't believe they tripled since last time.
I knew. So the funniest thing too. I was rewatching after we got done last week, and I saw Rand's face at the ultra chart. He thought I was crazy. He thought I was nuts.
Oh man. Listen. We got to do this.